Wonder Woman issue 64, G. Willow Wilson writing, with Jesus Marino on the art. And I feel sorry for Jesus Marino because he's coming after a very long line of great artists since the start of this run.
Well,
Between Kerry Nord and Zermanico and then Lupacino last issue, a lot to live up to.
I also think this might be some of his worst work that I've seen.
That's fair.
His Veronica Cale is unsettling.
If you go onto the third page, it's just after the title page. It's Steve and Diana.
There's a Wonder Woman panel where her face.
What is that face?
Yeah,
that is demonic.
There's a scary face from Wonder Woman on that page. I noticed that as well.
Side. Yeah. Not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's where she's bandaging him up. Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I know. But then there's other stuff like when she's riding the Pegasus. Like, I thought that looks pretty good.
Do you know what? I think the Pegasus looks a bit weird. It's all the lines. It's really scratchy and in this book, it's looked so clean and sleek, and then all of a sudden here it's all scratchy and shadowy, and it felt wrong for me.
No, I would say the Pegasus, because I think this is a very hit and miss issue. There's some pages where I think Diana's face looks great, and then there's some pages like that one that we were talking about with the bandages, where it's just like, what is happening here? What's going on? I wonder how rushed this might have been, like how late this job was given to Marino. Like, when they realised, we need another artist to fill in for this issue. Like, I wonder what the time frame was, if it was like shorter than normal, because
it probably was, which is it's unfortunate, but I mean, it doesn't even feel in tone with the art that we've had before on the book. Is frustrating. It feels like, who's free? Oh, they'll do.
Yeah.
That said, I really like the story.
Oh, sure.
Getting out of the art, the story here. Veronica Cale has jumped into my top 5 villains for sure. And I know people would call her, she's like just female Lex Luthor, but I love how much more personal it is with her and Diana.
Yeah, the motivation is way more interesting because obviously we've been concerned that Themyscira and Olympus have all disappeared, right? They're all gone, and Diana's been worried about that. And one thing that I don't think we even considered from Veronica Cale's perspective is that she finds out about this. It's like, wait, my daughter's supposed to be in Themyscira. Are you telling me my daughter's lost with everyone else, so she's gone now? And how that reignites her motivation to go after Wonder Woman and everything else.
Because you promised me she'd be safe.
Yeah.
And now she's not safe, so this is on you.
Yeah. I do think she felt a little bit even more Lex Luthor-y than usual in this issue.
And I'm going to give Wilson time to figure that out, because this is the first time she's using her, and you gotta I'm gonna give her time to adjust that voice, because I feel like it can come, because there's potential there. I feel
I think the motivation makes it distinct enough for now. I think the motivation makes it feel unique. So basically what happens is Wonder Woman's called to this big crater that's hit in the city, and it turns out that it's Nemesis, and Nemesis is there on behalf of Cale. And the whole thing, and this is where you sort of say it feels a bit Lex Luthor-y, is that Cale then says, no, wait, Nemesis works for me. Why are you attacking my employee? And kind of turns it into a bit of a tangled web of...
And I went back, because when I was reading it, I was like, oh no, Nemesis attacked Diana. And you go back, and it's like, no, Diana came in, started yelling.
Nemesis was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we don't know, so...
Yeah, Diana got a bit hot-headed, and even though we know why she's thinking what she's thinking, it's been well orchestrated.
Yeah.
No, I enjoyed the story. I'm enjoying this run a lot. This was easily the worst art of any of the issues, though, since the start of the run.
It's not even close.
Easy.
Yeah.
I want to know how Cale was able to chain a god, right? And even Nemesis might be a lower, lesser god. Like, she's got her locked up in her basement, basically. In those first couple of pages. So, what's going on with the, what happened in the realm of the gods? Does this tie into what's going on in Justice League Dark? Like, are we gonna find that out later, or what? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know if it'll tie into Dark, but I do think it may make it more context to how Cale achieves such a thing, perhaps. If not how she did it specifically Nemesis, we might see how she did it with someone else, and it'll explain in hindsight.
Yeah.
But so basically, Kale built. I mean, this is the thing. Like, how much we believe Kale is open for debate here. But she says to Diana, "No, I know more than you because I've been speaking to Nemesis and so on. Themyscira is gone. Olympus is gone. They're all gone. You're alone. You're not just like excluded now. You're a refugee." And we end the issue with Diana flying off and crying in the sky. So I'm digging the story.
Yeah, which considering where it started from in that war zone, with that civil war and whatnot, and her going to Ares and them having to have their settle their issues, to those new characters from the last issue, all the that went with Steve, the mythical creatures and whatnot. It's very an interesting take on the story of how are they going to fit into the society.
Yeah. No, I'm digging what she's doing with the character. I think it's working.
Yeah, agree with that.
Cool. All right, what are you giving it, Matt?
So if this art had been a lot better, I would give it a much higher score, and that pains me because I did enjoy the story in this. But I got to give this a 7.5.
I think that's pretty fair, Connor.
I'm going lower. Similar reasons. The art really distracted me, and then also I thought this was the most Luthor-esque that Kale's felt in a long time for me. So I'm going with a 6.5.
I'm going to concur with Matt with 7.5. I think the art stops you from hitting that 8 level. But I do like what the story's doing quite a bit.